is the most beautiful countryside I've seen in quite some time now, and the roads have been flawless, like everyone else had told me, like I've seen in all of the vlogs. But first, traffic jam. Well, it's a Sunday here in Bangalore, although the traffic is a little lean, but it's still there. And I mean, after all, if you're starting a road trip from Bangalore, how can you miss out on the traffic, right? So guys, today I'm headed to Mumbai from Bangalore. It's 1,000+ kilometers. I've never done a ride as long as this one. So this is going to be really a test of man and machine. But you know, I'm going to take it easy. I'm not going to try to make the whole thing in one stretch. I'll probably break somewhere. I'm aiming to break in Kolhapur after entering Maharashtra. But I'm also okay to break in Belgaum, which would be the last town in Karnataka before I enter into Maharashtra. Mumbai 1000 kilometers and we are entering the Bangalore Nelamangala toll road. So I was actually supposed to leave at 3:30. I mean, that was something that I had planned. Do you guys want to know when I actually ended up leaving my house? 9:45. That's right. I wasn't getting any sleep the previous night. You know, the anxiety of a long trip. I've set my alarms. The alarm rang. I woke up and then I thought, you know what? Maybe, just maybe I should have a power nap because I haven't slept and it's a long road ahead. I should definitely get some sleep. Ended up sleeping for the next 6 hours. I'm riding towards Tumkur. That's usually the first sort of stop that people do, either to have breakfast or something. It's around 90 kilometers from when I started. Should be 60 by now since I've covered 30. Hopefully 2 hours, 10:30 I might reach there by 12:30. But what I've heard is the route from Bangalore to Mumbai is usually a breeze. Many people constantly travel through this route. They either ride it out or drive it out, and you know, invariably they make it like in 18-20 hours. I'm sure if I stretch I can, but the point is, since I left so late, I'm going to be reaching Mumbai, if I carry on, sometime 3-4 in the morning, which is not a great idea, to be honest. But let's see how far this goes. Okay, entering this toll gate where I don't have to pay a toll. I'll see you guys on the other side. So guys, I drove through Tumkur. I didn't do a halt there because I reached that place in like in an hour, around 11:35. It's 12:20 on the clock. I've decided that I'm going to head straight to Chitradurga. I'm going to stop for lunch over there. But I wanted to show you guys this view, guys. Wow! This is the most beautiful countryside I've seen in quite some time now. And the roads have been flawless, like everyone else had told me, like I've seen in all of the vlogs. Yes, the roads are amazing. 3-lane highways. By the looks of it, I may have to stop in Belgaum. As you can see, Chitradurga, Pune, all this way, right? But look at this. Look at these clouds. It's amazing. Wow. That's a very different side in front of me, if you guys can see. So, well, we had to take a detour just before entering Chitradurga. As you can see on my right, there's some construction going on the highway. So we've been asked to take a service road. But guys, look at this view. And there,
In the distance, I'm very sure the GoPro is not picking this up, but windmills. Yes, Chitradurga is actually known for its windmills, guys. Chitradurga. Chitradurg. So Chitra means picture, and this word Durg actually means hillock. And indeed, this place is just like a picture. Rather, it's picture perfect. Oops, couldn't go through there. Beautiful, guys, beautiful place.
So guys, I've actually taken a wrong detour. I had to get into Chitradurga for lunch, and I went straight on to a highway that was leading to Davangere, and Davangere is quite some distance from here. So I'm having to backtrack a little bit and go the wrong way for almost like 14-15 kilometers till I hit Chitradurga Fort. As you can see, this road is amazing, and let me quickly show you a glimpse of some of the windmills here. There it is, beautiful windmills. Chitradurg is full of them, and that's the highway. Check your tire pressure and condition, sure, but I have to go that way for 14 kilometers. That's the wrong way. But Chitradurga is actually just beyond that bridge over there, that flyover. It's just on the other side, but I came by the wrong route, so it is what it is. I got this luggage system from Rhinox, right? It's a 42-liter storm-proof bag. It's called the Expedition Trail Pack 2. It's the first time I'm using it, and this is again a dry bag that I got from Miniso. It's really good. So the one at the bottom contains all my clothing, and this has basically easy access to some stuff, like I have some chocolates and water and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll have to go the wrong way now for almost 14 kilometers. Really hungry, but I guess rather than going to Davangere, I should go over to Chitradurga. So see you there.
Okay, so I'm entering Chitradurga, and oh man, how does someone ride these things after riding the kind of roads? Chitradurg Fort, 300 meters. Wow, fascinating place. Let's have a look at it from the outside. Seems like a very impressive structure. I think you can go all the way up inside. There are so many stories and legends associated with this fort. Doesn't even feel like I'm in Karnataka, to be honest. Feels like some place straight out of Rajasthan. Okay, let's go. This is the government hotel. Okay, so I just had lunch at this hotel Mayura Durg. I think it's a government, yes, it's a Karnataka State Transport Department guest house. So the food was good. They had buffet of vegetarian South Indian meal. So they had like chapati, paneer, rice, dal, rasam, papad. $150. Had to pay by cash. Apparently because I'm a single person, so I didn't quite understand the logic, but I had to pay by cash, which is something that I'm trying to avoid now. Just money changing hands due to COVID. Trying to just
stay as safe as possible. I'm going to quickly find a petrol pump and head out of here. I spoke to a person, and there, as you can see, I can just show you, these are those rock faces, and that's the fort over there. I spoke to a person who just visited the fort, and he said that, you know, minimum 60 minutes is definitely needed. By the way, guys, I had just kept my bag this way and I stepped out. I would suggest finding a place like this because this is a property that's inside, and you know, it's a government property. So okay, time to head now. As you can see, there's no fuel at all. Didn't get a great mileage actually, just 24.89. I should have gotten 30, but I think thanks to the hard riding on the highway, the mileage has really dropped down. But anyway, great place. Would recommend this for a quick lunch if you're ever here. No choices, of course, and it's a self-service one. But I'm not sure, but they also have rooms. I'm not sure how much they cost, but quite a few people have been staying here. And that, guys, is the fort. You can see in all the various sections over there, there are these embankments. I don't know what these things are called, but basically like places for people to stand and observe. And this whole thing is, of course, barricaded, and there's this big trench all around that would have prevented people from getting in, and this would have been filled with water, I'm assuming. But interesting place. I just don't have the time to go inside. I'm assuming you can have some scenic views, but beyond that, I think it's time that I sort of get on the highway and try to head to the next destination before it gets dark. Okay, let's go. Okay, so had a great lunch. Now I'm back on the highway. Wow, this looks so blue, this lake. I'm exiting Chitradurga now, and I'll be taking the same highway that I was on, the Bangalore-Mumbai highway, rather the Bangalore-Pune highway, and head next to Davangere. Davangere is around 70 odd kilometers from here. Should take me around an hour, I guess. And from there, I'm targeting Belgaum. It's around 300 kilometers. So yeah, quite a lot of journey today. It's 3:31 on the clock. I may reach Belgaum by 8. I don't think it would be wise to push further, and so I think I'll halt in Belgaum for the night. This is not bad because I was initially aiming for Kolhapur, which is in Maharashtra, or Belgaum, which is like sort of the last big town in Karnataka before we enter Maharashtra. So if I reach Belgaum tonight, slightly early, I would have done 50% of this trip. So guys, I'm finally in Belagavi. I've checked into this hotel here. It's called Hotel Sadwin Executive Lounge. So this is a brand new hotel. I spoke to the owners. It just opened like 10 days ago, and as you can see, I've already, made it my home. Here's the cupboard. That's just full of my stuff. Motovloggers like us really require that's charging points, and I can say that there are enough of it. There are 2 here, 1 over there, and you can also use the one for the TV. So 4 charging points is not bad at all. The journey so far was actually pretty tiring. I rode around, I think, 700 kilometers today, and that's actually the longest I've ever ridden. Like previously also I've ridden 700, 750, so around about the same thing. I actually ordered room service dinner. Looks yummy. Let's see what it is. Okay, so I've ordered vegetable biryani, mushroom curry, and this mango shake. By the way, this hotel is completely vegetarian, and it's a nice place. Like, for a rider, you have basically everything. You have a cupboard, a hot shower, everything is there. Wi-Fi is something I think is not yet up and running, but should be very soon. But all in all, I like this place, and that bed is super enticing because I'm super tired. But I'm gonna have my dinner, and then I'm gonna call it lights out for tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna head to Mumbai, hopefully. As per Google Maps, it's around 10 hours from here. So I'm planning to leave early, but not too early because I'm really tired. But somewhere probably around 7 or 7:30. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the trip from Bangalore to Belagavi or Belgaum, and the journey is not yet complete. I'm super excited about the next leg that starts tomorrow. A lot of things to see, a lot of places to be. I'm looking forward to go through those ghat sections in Lonavala and go through Pune as well. I've heard about the traffic that I would have to expect. So gonna get some dinner, gonna get some early sleep in tonight, and tomorrow I'm gonna hit the road. I'm gonna see you guys there. Bye.